The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is unveils.com. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head volleyball coach Dave Frankling. Dave, we released the 2016 rendition of the Carson-Newman volleyball schedule. Your first go around here at Mossy Creek, and boy, what a way to get your feet wet with a tournament in West Florida. The defending national champion, Wheeling Jesuit, is there. Central Missouri's there. Findlay's there. West Florida, the host, is there. All four teams made the NCAA tournament. What's it like to get started with a bang out of the gates with those four teams?
I think it's a great way to start the season. That's a sign of the girls' efforts over the last couple of years and under Coach Ayers that we've become a national level program. The national level teams are looking to play. Eventually we want to be the best, and to be the best, you got to beat the best. So let's go play them. We don't have a whole lot of out-of-conference weekends to use that first weekend, but it'll show us who we are and where we're at and where we have to get to by the end of the year. And so I'm looking forward to it. I know the girls are looking forward to it, and it's just going to be a great way to start the season. Kind of
a strange way that the schedule sets up, but that'll happen when you play 22 conference games. You go from that opening weekend, and bam, conference plays here against, I believe, Mars Hill that next week. What's that like that you only have really 1 week, 2 days to get ready for the games that matter just a little bit more?
Yeah, with 22 matches in our conference, that's big on our regional ranking, and that goes towards making the NCAA tournament. So there's no letdown. Those matches matter right away. Hopefully we take the lessons we learned in the first weekend, we get to apply them right away in conference and get going. And that's collegiate athletics. Knowing your conference is where it's at, and it's what's going to determine the success of your season.
Middle of October, you play host to a SAC Peach Belt Challenge. Lander comes in, USC Aiken comes in. Those are two teams that played in the Southeast Regional last year, were regionally ranked. What's it like to step out of conference and still play some quality matches against some top-flight competition and get to do it inside this facility?
I think it's a great advantage to us that they're close enough that we can do that. The team went and did it last year, going to do it this year. With the regional ranking system set up, that's the reason we do it. We're supposed to have conference matches that weekend. We move them to Tuesday nights because it does so much for us. And the good news about it is, as you're talking about the competition of a Lander and Aiken, it's going to allow us to feel like we're still in conference. We can approach those matches the exact same way because they have the exact same effect on our season when you really think about it. So it keeps us in rhythm, but it still really helps that regional ranking.
Obviously, the SAC, probably the league, at least in the Southeast region, that has the most clout, an all-SAC final in last year's Southeast region title game between Carson-Newman and Lenore-Rhine. What do you expect out of your first year in the league?
I know that some of the top teams graduated a little bit, but they also bring a lot back. I think what I anticipate for this year is you're going to see a lot of teams in the mix. I think there's going to be a lot on any given night. I think any team can beat another one. And I think because of that, our girls are going to be prepared every night no matter who we're playing, which is such a benefit to them. And it makes it so much more exciting to know every match you step out there, what's on the line. The competition level is great. And that's going to be awesome.
Obviously, you want Carson-Newman fans inside Holt Fieldhouse as often as possible. But if somebody's coming in from out of town, they can only make one game or one weekend. Is there a specific game where you'd like for them to show up?
Wow, that's a good question. I'm new here, so I'm learning all the rivalries. But I think what's going to be very important from our standpoint is the matches where we play LMU and Tusculum. Mm-hmm. I think those are closer teams, that can bring fans. I think those are going to be two teams that we're going to be right in the running. This year, the conference tournament's a little different. Mm-hmm. If you finish top four, you host a tournament game. And I think those are going to be two teams that we're going to kind of be in the running for to get in that top four, that third, fourth place, possibly even second. So those matches, if we can get a bunch of fans for those, I think those are going to have a big impact on our season.
Dave, thanks for the time. Good luck this year.
Thank you very much.
That's Carson-Newman head volleyball coach Dave Frankling. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is unveils.com.